Hey there guys, Next Strike here, back again for another video, and you guys know what time it is. Rant time. Yeah, we get to do another fun little rant. I know it's really been, well, I think it's been a while since I've done a rant, so another rant. And I know that this is a somewhat old topic, but you know what? I didn't know about it until recently. So I'm going to give my little story on it because I guys know, or you guys love to hear stories and then critique them as hardcore as possible. No, not my fans, but you know, the douchebags that thumbs down and feel like they need to put me into submission every time I make a video, but whatever, that's a different thing. But yeah, I'll tell you my story behind this, and then I will rant on why this is completely stupid. Okay, so I went home. My brother was having a birthday, you know, because he was born and whatnot. So I went home and I went to his party. And while I was home, he had recently acquired Xbox Live from his birthday. And he got a new controller. So I was like, okay, cool, because we only had one controller that worked at the moment for the Xbox 360. So, you know, we decided, hey, we'll play some Halo 4 because he liked playing Halo 4. I like Halo 4 as well. I like the Halo series in general. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. I mean, I don't obsess over it and play it like endlessly every day or whatever, but you know, it is fun to play it on occasion. I think it's a really fun game, and it's definitely fun to play with a lot of people. So, you know, I went home. I was like, okay, let's play Halo. And, you know, we played some custom games, you know, just one-on-one. He had a friend over, and I played with him as well, you know, all three of us. And, you know, it was all fun and good. And I was trying to rank up my profile because I never actually played online on my profile. See, last year when it came out, my roommate bought it. He had a 360, so I just played it at his house, and I was the guest. So I never actually ranked up on it. So I figured, you know, I'll just go ahead and rank up since he had the live on my profile because he had problems with his. So I was going in and I went to the playlist, and lo and behold, like half of the playlist are locked off because I didn't have the required DLC. And this really confused me because they had never done this before. So that was infuriating. I was like, what the heck? You guys are locking off these game modes. Now, these weren't just the standard, or well, not the standard. These weren't just like the crappy ones, like, you know, something that no one would care about, like sumo wrestling or I don't know, whatever. Just throw out a random game mode that no one cares about. It wasn't one of those. It was like Slayer, Infection. I can't remember the other ones, but there was quite a few that were locked off. And you know, they've added in and changed some game modes as well. So it's different than the last time I looked at it. So I don't know where everything is now. But point being, they've locked off game modes because of DLC. Now, I will read the article that is the damage control for this, and I will tell you why this is so stupid. Okay. The decision is not entirely final. Now, this is coming from, I believe, the manager of 343. It's a statement from the people that make the game, so it doesn't really matter who says it. But they said, this is an experiment and is in no way, shape, or form a permanent move at this time. The primary thing to note is that we know you want to make we want you to play your DLC more often, and we're dedicated to doing everything we can to make this happen. End quote. Now, like I said, this is old news, and this article came out, let's see, when did this come out? I don't see a date on it. It was about a month ago, but I don't see a date. I will try and see a date. No. Well, I don't see a date, but basically it came out like mid-September because here it is mid-October, month ago, hence. And then of course it says okay, 2 weeks later on September 30th. So go 2 weeks back from September 30th. I'm looking at the calendar now. That would be about the middle of September when they implemented this. So yeah, it's been about a month. And the reason that this is still relevant and the reason I'm still ranting on it is because it is still a thing. Yeah, it's still a thing. It's been a month and they've still got the same crap going on. Stupid, okay? That is the dumbest excuse I've ever heard for them locking off modes. I I don't even think I've ever heard of a game doing this before. Locking off a game mode all because you don't have the DLC. Now, it's pretty clear what Microsoft is trying to do. Get more money. And yet people still sit here and defend Microsoft, okay? 343 Studios is a Microsoft-owned studio, so they have complete leverage and power over whatever 343 does. Now, I like 343. They're good people, you know, but this nonsense is just not going to fly with me. I don't like this, okay? Now, apparently the only DLC you need to play this is the Majestic, which is $10, but still, you should not have to buy DLC to play your game, okay? DLC is meant to be an expansion of the game, not a required part of the game that locks off things. You know, a lot of developers seem to forget that nowadays. But Microsoft, having gamers in the headlock that they have them in and seeing that they continue to go along with the crap that they spew, they say, oh, well, Halo is such a big franchise, we'll just lock off the biggest playlist and gamers will have to buy our DLC. And you guys don't believe me? Well, take a look back at the quote. It said, this is an experiment. So they're seeing how many people are going to buy their DLC. And guess what? I can almost guarantee you that a lot of people are going to do it or have already done it. And because of this, they're going to do the same crap with Halo 5. Because it's the same studio and they're already in production. So it's pretty clear that is what the entire goal of this is. Just to cash cow this game as much as possible. Because rather than making, you know, maybe more than 2 IPs for the Xbox, just milk the crap out of the ones that actually make money. Jeez, you know. I mean, the Xbox One might have new IPs, but I'm just saying from the 360 standards, all they pretty much had were Gears and Halo. Those were like the big ones, so that's what I'm going off of that. Now, if they wanted people to play their stupid DLC, then why didn't they make a DLC section, like a playlist or something? Have DLC Slayer, DLC this, DLC that. That way, it would be an expansion. People could say, oh, we can have the DLC mixed into our other game modes, but if we don't have the DLC, we can still play the freaking game. But no, they chose not to do that. Shame, shame, right? Oh, but, you know, Microsoft, they're just so for gamers. No, this is complete BS, okay? I don't like this. This is complete nonsense, and whatever possessed them to do this really irritates me because Halo is a really good franchise, okay? It is really good. I like it. I'm hoping that one day that it'll go over to other consoles or something. It probably won't because Microsoft's got it in a death grip. But if anything ever happens to Xbox, I'm hoping that, you know, Sony will have it and the PC will have it, and I don't know if Nintendo will actually be relevant enough to actually have it, maybe. But it's just stupid. And, you know, a lot of people, I've read the comments on some of these forums, because I actually did look it up after this. I was like, is this really a thing? What the heck? You know, I looked it up, and it looks like people are very upset with this, and they're just going back to Halo 3, or maybe Halo Reach, or Halo Anniversary. I'm assuming that the other ones didn't do this. I mean, the first one made by 343 was Halo Anniversary, so I guess they could, but Bungie was Halo Reach, so I don't know if they still did that with those or not, but I'm assuming that, you know, they didn't do that. So I'm hoping that this does not become a thing, because, you know, if Halo does it, guess who else is going to do it? Call of Duty and pretty much every other generic third-person shooter out there, or first-person, whatever. First-person, yeah. Every other first-person shooter, and then other game companies like EA and Activision and all this other crap. They're just gonna do more of this kind of DLC locking off stuff. So it's just stupid. So that's all I had for now, you guys. Tell me below what your thoughts are, and thumbs us up. I mean, if I didn't hear about this, and I'm fairly plugged into, you know, the gaming community. I don't sit here and look up stuff all day, but I'm subscribed to people like IGN, who would update on this, Screw Attack, Alpha Mega Sin, who's the first one to rant on anything bad that happens for gaming. I don't think he talked about it either. And just people like that I'm subscribed to, and I didn't hear about this. So please thumbs this up so other people can see it or share it or whatever, because this is just dumb. And if we have enough fan backlash against this stuff, it won't happen anymore. Because I mean, if you don't believe that, then just look at the Xbox One. It's done a complete 180. Well, for the most part, it's done a 180 because of people complaining. And it's good for consumers to complain because it's important for the consumer to get what they want, so that in return the producers get what they want from us. I mean, it's basic business practices. A lot of people like to defend their so-and-so companies that I rant on. Oh, it's just a business practice. They're just trying to make money. Yeah. Defend yourselves as consumers, not the companies, because they make plenty of money regardless. So don't even pull that crap on me, because I do not appreciate that nonsense. So, anyway, that is all I had for now. If you like this rant, you can feel free to check out my other rants. I've got a whole playlist of them, and I'm sure the list will continue to grow. So, if you liked what you saw here, you can subscribe if you want to. That'd be cool. Or like, or whatever. Comment. Tell me your thoughts on this nonsense. I'm sure most of you probably didn't know this because you're not playing Halo and you're playing like Grand Theft Auto Online or Pokemon X and Y or whatever. I don't know, but you're just doing something that isn't Halo 4. But this is just to inform you guys and give my general rant. That's all I had for now. Catch you guys later.